Hi, my name is Payne Grantham. I'm a senior at the University of Alabama, currently pursuing my master's in human environmental science. And tonight I just wanted to talk to you about the steady decline in mental health in college students and how researchers are saying that they might have came up with a possible solution for every other student to try. Um, in recent tragedies, we've seen emotional support animals being used, such as the Parkland, Florida shooting. There were emotional support animals waiting for the students to return back on the day they came back to school. And we also see animals being used as therapy dogs with people with autism, epilepsy, and other serious concerns with their health like that. As a human being, we have a deep desire to be loved and have someone to love, um, someone to trust on and lean on. And however, when the college freshman decides to make that step in their life, it's not always the easiest. You're trying to find your way, and if you don't join a fraternity, sorority, or if you're not an athlete, it's sometimes difficult to find friends, and it can be a lonely time in that person's life because it's the first time that they've left behind their house that they're used to. They don't have their family with them every day. They're not coming home to brother or sister, mom and dad. Um, so what can fill that void? And we found that in recent studies, such as one conducted at Ohio State University, that um, those who lived with a pet in their house in their college town were found to report less depression, less self rated accounts of loneliness, and less stress, especially when homework was starting to pile up and exams were coming in. And so we found that that pets have been found to help the college student kind of create that sense of pride and just have that friend that's always there. And usually that dog ends up becoming your best friend. It also has other health benefits, such as, taking the dog for a walk is physical activity that some college students, when they get to college, they decide they're not going to do anything physical. But when you have something to take care of and something that's depending on you, it gives you a sense of pride, but it also has the physical health benefits as well. Um, just a personal account that I've had, I have a now 4-year old golden retriever, and my sophomore year I tore my ACL, and it was a pretty rough time for me, but she was right there with me every step of the way. She literally, everywhere I went, she was one step behind me, and just, but without her, I probably wouldn't have gotten through it. I know that sounds crazy, but when I was upset or having a rough day, she didn't care. She was excited to see me. She was always happy and just there for whatever I needed. And I'll show you a few pictures of her so that you can kind of get a feel for what she looks like and how she helped me through that time. So she's a she's now 4. That's Easton, just always there. One goes paddleboarding with me, and that's actually her laying on top of me after I tore my ACL. So just she knew as soon as I came home that something was wrong, and she didn't want to play. She just wanted to love all over me. And so you don't have to take my word for it, but research has found that, these animals have provided the significant need for support and companionship during this major transition of someone's life. Um, Even though college students are busy, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're fulfilled. And there's usually a void inside that, something is missing. You're not around your family all the time. And pets have been found to kind of fill that void for them. And so I'd like to leave you with the quote by A.D. Williams: "When I look into the eyes of an animal, I do not see an animal. I see a living being. I see a friend and I feel a soul." So I hope that this kind of changes your mind about the perspective of college students not being able to have pets and that it's a bad thing, it adds more stress, because really it could, but as long as you take care of them and you make them a priority, it has so many more benefits than it does consequences. Thank you.